Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Nate.
I'm Mike.
Today we are back with one of our second favorite type, with one of our favorite types of episodes, the Good Theology, where we find a song that is secular in nature that actually, at least for the most part, tends to exhibit good theology.
And there's a reason for that, because God is the source of all. And God is the satisfaction of all man's desires. So even completely secular people are, in any number of misguided ways, looking for God. And sometimes we see that reflected in the popular culture.
Well, and it's been long talked about, the three transcendentals, which are the things that all people seek: goodness, truth, and beauty. So we're all seeking these things, whether we are devout Catholics or complete and total atheists. Mm-hmm. These are the things that we are looking for in our lives.
So, a few lines that speak of man's desire for God. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Wait. Did I just get rickrolled?
You did. But here's the thing. The famous Rick Astley song with its second life as,
as the rickroll,
as internet trickery.
Yeah.
Speaks to man's desire for God and God's desire for man. Because what skinny little Rick Astley is singing about in his incongruently deep voice is the kind of love that we're all looking for. Everybody wants someone who can make them these promises.
Yeah, no.
They're not going to give up on them. They're not going to disappoint them. They're not going to hurt them. They're never going to lie to them. They'll never leave them. This is what so many of us are looking for this is the love we're looking for in all the wrong places.
Oh, that'd be another good one.
That's another one.
That'd be another good one.
But the only love that can embody all these things, the only one who can never disappoint us, the only one who can never give up on us, even when we give up on him, is the Lord God Almighty.
No, you're absolutely right. Because, I mean, even if you take it back to like Old Testament times, no matter how unfaithful Israel was to its Lord, the Lord always kept calling them back.
Time and time again, he sent them prophets to call them back to him.
Yes.
And then they beat those prophets up because they didn't want to come back to him.
Exactly.
They liked their sacred poles.
They went off and they whored themselves with other gods.
Mm-hmm. And God would come to them and say, "You're espoused to me. Why are you doing this to me? I promised you, if you're just faithful to me, I'll do all these great things for you."
Yeah.
Because God never gives up on us, even when we give up on him.
Exactly.
God never lies to us, even when we lie to him.
Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right. I think this is an excellent it's an excellent parallel to that love of God, because as you pointed out, he's never going to give up.
He's never going to give you up.
Yeah. He's never going to let you down. But
he's never going to run around and desert you, even when we
run around and desert on him.
Play the harlot with other things. He stays faithful to us.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it now. I see what you're saying.
Because again, in a post-Christian society, people sing of this as the ideal romantic love.
Yeah.
Because it's in a society that is completely unmoored. People don't find it, but that's what they're all yearning for. But no human being
can actually make that. No, even in like your most perfect married couple, if God's not a part of that relationship, they're gonna fall short.
At the very least, no husband can promise his wife that he's never gonna let her down.
That's true.
It's humanly impossible.
I think it's safe to say at least once I've let Jess down.
No wife can say to her husband that she'll never let him down. It's who we are.
Yeah, no, it's who we
are.
Yeah,
it's who we are.
Oh goodness. So we went from good theology to bad theology.
Again, the theology of that song is fine.
It's still good.
It's
still
solid theology.
yes.
It's just super annoying.
It really is.
There's a distinction there.
It's what it is.
It's what it is.
It's what it is. It's what it is.
But here, normally we only use this to rickroll people. But if you stop and you listen to the song, not only is it 80s danceable,
Yeah.
but it speaks to a deep theological truth. The Lord is the only one who can say to us, and you can trust it, that he's never going to give you up, never going to let you down.
He's never going to run around and desert you.
He's never going to make you cry. He's never going to say goodbye.
He's never going to tell a lie and hurt you.
Now, sometimes we will cry, but God's not making us cry. It's only when we realize that we've betrayed him in any number of ways, then we cry.
Well, there will be cases in which we will cry that really a no-fault situation. You know, the loss of a loved one. There was no promise that wasn't going to happen.
No, not at all.
But the loss is still real.
Of course. Even the Lord himself wept.
Exactly.
Because he loves us.
And even in those times, he's there. It's kind of like I hate the poster, but it's kind of like the footprints in the sand kind of a thing.
It's a solid message.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a solid message. It's been overplayed.
Oh, sure. Well, again, we live in a cynical age where we've taken universal truths and we've made them into cliches. And
we'll do that with anything.
And I'm a jaded, sarcastic person. But if we can look beyond all that, the sentiments are true. And we encourage you to do that the next time you either get rickrolled or intentionally seek out this song. Remember that it's speaking about the desire each one of us has that can only be satisfied by God.
So go down below and maybe give us the idea of a song that you think either fits into the good theology category or its companion piece, the bad theology category. Which for those of you who haven't been around long enough or maybe have forgotten, because it's been a while since we've done a bad theology episode is where we take a Christian song,
which you should be able to trust.
But you can't. And we go and point out why you can't.
Yeah.
Because, once again, we are all human. Mm-hmm. We all fall short in some way. And in some cases, we do so lyrically.
And some of our traditions back improper views. Some of us follow faith traditions that have completely abandoned tradition.
Exactly. So, once again, go put that down in the comments.
And kudos to the person who rickrolls us the best in the comments.
Yes.
How clever can you be?
Yeah. I'm looking for the sneaky one. Absolutely.
Although really, anytime anybody puts a link, there's going to be a red flag with this one.
Yeah, pretty much. While you're down there by the comment section, make sure to hit that subscribe button, the bell next to it, so you'll be notified when the next episode comes out, and
give this episode a like. And until next time, remember that we're never going to give you up.
Live your faith,
love your faith,
and share that love.